Sex, drugs, disease, and addiction served up fresh in 50 seconds. Adam's occasional humor and Drew's plethora of knowledge unleashed in 40 seconds. The world's dumbest callers can be heard coast to coast in 30 seconds. And life gets just a little bit better in only 20 seconds. Nine, 8, 7, 6.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew.
I'm not modeling anymore for the two of you.
LoveLine.
This is the best of LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician, an addiction medicine specialist. From 311, Nick Hexum comes by, and, well, he'll tell you the rest. Nick Hexum is here from 311. There you go. Nick and his mates, the rest of 311, have themselves, let's see, who's the summer tour with? Incubus. And, oh, Jesus, Japan? Wow. We don't have any listeners who are currently in Japan, do we, Drew?
Not right not at this moment.
So I'm not going to plug that too much, but I will give you some dates where Nick 311 and Incubus are going to be later on. And I guess I was telling Drew I haven't seen you guys in 4 years last night, but then he said 6 months, and I went, all right. Yeah, it sounds about, it was right after the Acoustic Christmas, right?
Yeah, I believe it was right around then.
All right, do you remember what we talked about?
Yeah. I remember. You want a rundown?
Well, we're probably talking about the upcoming tour that you just finished, right?
I don't know. I think we got our dates a little mixed up, really. I mean, why would I have done it after the tour and after the...
No, it was the spring
right
tour. Yeah. Yeah, you were...
You were talking about what was going to happen, but it has just been concluded.
Yeah.
Right. All right, we're off to kind of a rocky start here, Drew. But I think we're going to bounce back.
I blame you.
I blame me too, yeah. Sound System's the name of the CD that's currently out, by the way. We'll take some phone calls and play the rest by ear. What do you say? All right.
Sounds good to me.
John?
Hello?
You're 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say that, like, you are awesome.
Me?
Yeah, you.
All right.
You're, like, the funniest man alive.
Well, that's true, yeah.
When I masturbate, or I guess jack off, I use shampoo as lubricant.
Yeah.
You know the difference between masturbate and jack off?
I always thought masturbate meant, like, to play with it, and jack off was, like, go up and down.
No, you know what the difference between masturbation and jacking off is?
You never used the term jacking off after the age of about 15.
It is I do, but it's the same difference as the difference between a sofa and a couch.
Yeah, right.
Which is nothing.
No difference, John.
There you go. All right, John, you use a shampoo.
Yeah.
And how many times have you heard me on the air warn kids about using shampoo for lubricant?
Ooh, there's a PSA in this.
There really is. Yeah, I hope you didn't use Prel. I made that mistake once as a youth.
No, I don't even know what kind I use. I just kind of use it.
All right, so?
So, like, after I do this, about a few days after I use it, well, first of all, it starts to sting, and then, like, the skin just starts peeling off.
Yeah. Well, you got to use more. You're not using enough, obviously. But even though your penis is peeling, do you find that your pubic hair is healthy, bouncy, and manageable?
It, like, starts to itch.
Oh, I see. Starts to itch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try cream rinse. Try the conditioner instead.
Yeah.
It's much
smoother.
You're just causing a dermatitis.
It has
irritation.
balsam and emollients. All right.
All right.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but you could cause a sort of a burn, basically.
Hey, Nick, just because we're not going to be there to watch over you in the future, you put the shampoo on your penis. You had some chafing, some burning, and some itching. Then you went right back to the well. That doesn't sound like a great plan. You know what I'm saying?
He's not following.
John?
Hello?
John, if you
So you said Nick.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I was
John.
like,
sorry, Nick.
I'm cool on that. Thanks
yeah,
anyway.
you worked that out many years ago. But John,
Yeah.
if you put something on your penis that burns it, don't put it on anymore. Okay?
All right.
All right.
The rest of your life. From now on.
You know those skateboarding helmets, John?
Yeah.
I'd like to see you wearing one all the time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never play it too safe. You know, you go under the sink to get something. Your mom calls you get up real quick, and you whack your head on a pipe or something. It can be very dangerous. All right. Charlotte.
Hi.
Hey, you're 16. What's up?
Hi. I wanted to say hi to Nick.
Hi.
Hi. I'm like so in love with you. I've been in love with you since like 6th grade. I was going through like serious depression, and my friend sold me your Blue CD, and I love it. It inspired me. It like cheered me up, and I now play guitar, and I started my own band.
Awesome.
And you guys are like my big influence in life.
Thanks.
Wow.
I'm really, really glad to hear that. Are you feeling better these days?
Yes, I am. I'm very happy.
Good.
Wow,
But
good.
not recently. I've had 2 boyfriends dump me because I wouldn't tell them I loved them because I loved you.
Oh.
You don't actually love me like that, like you could love a boyfriend, because we haven't met.
I know, but still, it's just, I don't know. This stupid infatuation or just
That's
freaky
really
obsession.
sweet, though.
It's not a stupid infatuation. It's okay to have infatuations, but to the extent that they sort of derail you from a real life, it can get in the way a little bit.
Yeah. Now,
But you sound really young, right? How old are you?
16.
16.
hey, listen, Charlotte.
Yeah.
I was talking about this last night. Just go ahead and say I love you. It's easy. I mean, you know, it's weird.
Free.
It's really weird though. Like when you're younger, you think like you have one, or maybe 2 you can use up in a lifetime. Remember, it's like you're 19, you're with some chick. It's been 6 months. You're getting it on. You just finished. You're mopping off, and she's like, "I love you," and you're like, oh. And it's like, hey, you're monogamous. You're with her. You guys are thinking about moving in. But what do? You don't say it. You screw yourself over. Someone should just say, hey, a-hole. You could say it twice in your life. You could say it 250 times.
It
It
just
doesn't
shows
matter. It's going to make it easier
How
on you.
much idealization of fantasy and people stick into those relationships. Like, well, the perfect one's going to come, and that's what I'm saving it for.
And maybe you're right. But just say you love him anyway.
Yeah.
And save yourself some hassle.
No, but Charlotte, on the other hand, that's pretty commendable that you were honest with them and, didn't kind of bow down to the pressure.
And that's an interesting point. Sometimes these fantasy relationships with sort of media objects keep you out of relationships you're really not ready for.
Right. Oh, like Nick. That's right. Nick, the media object. Nick? Not that Nick. Caller Nick.
Yes,
I'm
that's
gonna,
caller Nick.
I'm going to call you Nicholas.
All right.
All right, Nicholas, you're 20 years old. What's up?
Well, my girlfriend's got like vaginal secretions that are coming out that smell, and I mean we've been together for 5 years.
Ah, but it makes her easy to find, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
When like you're at the mall and stuff,
Well, yeah,
Hey.
but I mean.
Yep, I think she's in the B. Dalton. Yeah, and then the guy at the counter's going, oh yeah, she's back there. Yeah,
So
she's.
it's beginning to be a problem, though. I mean, and I'm afraid to like talk to her because I don't want to embarrass her because like sometimes we'll wake up in the morning and like the bed will be kind of wet and it's not. She didn't wet the bed. It's just that it's the secretions, and I just don't. I don't know if I should confront her because I don't want her to feel embarrassed about it. That I've.
Why confront? Why not just say, hey, I noticed this. Why not have a doctor check it out? It can be a sign of a vaginal infection.
Well, that's the thing is I'm worried, and I mean I have sex with her, and and I don't want to.
Why don't you take that caring perspective that you want to get this looked into? And maybe it's just her. Some women just do that.
Well, yeah, and see, I mean, I proposed to her like a week ago, and so I've.
This is a nice follow-up discussion.
Relationship. What's that?
It's a nice follow-up discussion. Honey, who should we have for the flowers and photography? And
Yeah. By the way, you're leaking. Your soul's coming out your vagina.
Yeah, and it smells, and I mean, the only time
Must have been rough. Did you get down on one knee when you proposed?
Yeah.
Yeah, could have knocked you out.
In Fort Collins, in a restaurant, I proposed to her, and no big deal. But I mean, I don't know if I should do something. If I should just confront her, tell her like, hey, go to a doctor. You
Yeah,
smell.
It's not going to be easy.
it's not going to be easy, but don't confront. Let her know that you are concerned.
Why not have an intervention?
Yeah, I think
Your crotch smells intervention.
Make sure you get her employer
faculty, like her old gym coach, English professor, people like that. People she knows, people she'd be embarrassed in front of.
Well, see, the thing is that I mean, I've gone down on her before, and it doesn't smell then. You know, it doesn't.
Because you're in the eye of the hurricane. There's a certain calm. You know what I mean? It's like, I get the feeling, I think, tell me if I'm wrong here, Drew, but, you know, you walk in when someone's crapped up the bathroom, you open the door, that's the worst place you're going to be. But if you actually stuff your head into the toilet, I don't believe it's as bad as when you just open the door. Now, I'm not suggesting you stuff your head into the toilet, but do you know what I mean? Sometimes you can actually push past it and get to the other side of it.
It's just proof positive of the second law of thermodynamics.
There you go. Michelle?
Oh, hi.
Hey, you're 21.
Oh, my God. I can't believe Kate and Nick, I love you. Oh, well, I don't. I mean, I idol you. I envy you.
Thank you. That's really sweet.
You are the sexiest man alive.
He is hot.
He is.
You're embarrassing me.
I just saw you. I just saw you play at Solitaire, and that was a way good
Salt
show.
Lake City.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I had fun that night. Great crowds there all the time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't believe I'm talking to you. Oh. This is incredible.
Well, we're really not talking. What do we want to talk about?
Okay. Well. Well, it just made me mad because I heard all this stuff about, you know, all those rumors about your name being KKK, and just all that stuff. That just, I just thought you should get a chance to say out there that that's not true, because
That's a
Nick,
good idea.
Hold on, pull the hood off. She can't. It's getting in the way of the mic. Yeah.
No, that is it's a good point that we really are kind of looking for opportunities to say how we feel about that whole issue, and it's ironic that a band that has always been outspoken about unity from different walks of life and being tolerant and being accepting would happen to be the band that gets this racist rumor put on us. People think that our name stands for KKK. You know about this?
No.
Yeah, I've heard about this. Yeah, and somebody did the math. It's some kind of math, but how's the math work?
It's just that the 11th letter is K.
There,
so
that's
3,
the math.
11, 3K. So it was just a unfortunate coincidence, but we take out to kind of let people know how we really feel about these things. We take out a representative from the Museum of Tolerance here in LA.
Oh, I hate that place.
Why?
A little joke.
Oh.
It's the Museum of Tolerance, Drew.
Okay.
I can't stand that. No, it's a really great organization, and he passes out literature and sells shirts and stuff just to raise awareness about being more accepting and what constitutes a bigot. And we try and do things in our career that make it so we're not just a business. We're doing things that make us feel like we're making a little bit of a difference.
What does 311 stand for?
It was the police code for indecent exposure in Omaha, where we grew up, and one of our friends got arrested for it and was brought home to his mom in handcuffs, naked, and that it was just a funny little story because the police code on the ticket, the number for the crime was 311, and
it also means Satan's minion. The Museum of Tolerance is the exit we get off.
Yes,
that's how I know when I pass that. That's our exit every night. I get off the 10 freeway right at the Museum of Tolerance. I keep meaning to go by there, but I can't keep figuring out what's in it for me. I mean, I'm sure I'd learn something, but it just doesn't sound fun. I want to go by that automotive. Is there an automotive Museum of Tolerance? I mean, if you could combine something that was exciting with something that was educational, I'd be there. That's the problem with museums. It's all education and no excitement. All right. Plus, I think it's like $8 to get in that place. It's not cheap for Tolerance. All right. Shelly.
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Oh, first I want to say hi to Nick.
Hi there, Shelly.
You guys are great.
Thank you.
One thing I just want to let you know, what you probably do already know, is that you have brought a lot of people together from, all over the United States. I have friends in Ohio named Angela, and I have a friend of Mark in L.A., and you guys have done great. You're very proud of yourself.
That's awesome. That's
and
really
even if
cool.
you do break up, you guys will live on forever.
Well, we're not breaking up, but thank you. Yeah, that's really nice to hear.
It's future nice.
Shelly, what's up? Speaking of breaking up, what's up with your line? Is that you?
My line?
Your phone line.
Yeah, it sounds a little crackly.
It could be. I'm on a cell phone.
All right, well, hold on a second. Let me let's see if I can read her question and put her on hold so we don't have to hear that. Best friend's boyfriend flirts with her and touches her breasts. She wants to know how to tell a friend. Should she really tell a friend, or should she just sort of tell the guy,
Would never be alone with the guy. I'd tell the guy no in certain terms that she won't tolerate this, and that she would tell the friend. But I think the friend needs to be sort of put on notice by somebody what kind of guy she's dating.
All right, let me just see if that phone line's cleared up. Shelley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what do you mean he touches your breasts?
Okay, well, it's a long story, but to make a long story short, my friend was going out with him for about a year and a half, and one night we were all partying in my brother's room, and he does flirt with me occasionally. And then at the end of the night, it came down, and she was gone, and somehow it ended up that I was on the bed with him, and all of a sudden his hand ended up my shirt, and I froze. I mean, I know you've heard this before. I froze. I didn't know how to get out of it, so thank God he had to go to the bathroom, and he was living in my house. He was my roommate.
What?
Yeah, he was my roommate.
Somehow his hand just wound up there. I mean, were you guys like
you guys
wrestling,
wound
or?
up on the bed together, and then he had to take a leak, which is a weird
code for something.
And what's his words is that my brother and him were sharing the same room, and my brother was like on the other bed, but the music was loud, so my brother couldn't hear.
Hear him put his hand up your top, or hear him take a leak?
He put his hand up my shirt, and then like 2 minutes after that, he's like, "I'll be right back. Gotta go to the bathroom." I'm like, "Thank God." So he went to the bathroom.
Was he just sitting there for 2 minutes with a?
No, he went in, did his stuff, and came right back out. And I met him at the door going back inside the house, and I said, I'm going to bed. I'm kind of tired. And he's like, okay. And he tried to kiss me, and I turned my cheek, and he kissed me on my cheek instead.
Did he go to the bathroom outside the house?
Ooh, good question. I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, he said you met him at the door coming back in the house.
Yeah, 'cause my brother...
All right, hey, Shelley?
Yeah?
Let me tell you something. Too many of you screwballs under one roof.
Well, sorry, but, you know.
It's a recipe for disaster. It really is. This happens all the time. You got the brother, you got the roommate, you got the sister.
Yeah.
Well, listen, everybody. let me take just a second and talk to people who are poor, because I was poor my entire life. And I'm not talking about 19 or 20. I was piss poor till 30, 31. Now I'm a millionaire. True? Literally a millionaire.
Whatever.
But the point is I was poor for a long time. And here's the thing about poor people. It's not that you don't have any money. It's you have a little bit of money. And you have to pick and choose where you spend that money. And let me give you a couple of tips. First and foremost, your phone. I always had a bunch of roommates, but I always had my own phone. And I was always piss poor. But for $12 a month, you get that LoveLine thing. It is the best thing you're ever going to do. It really is. I was always sign up for that loser discount. That hey, this guy hasn't quite finished high school discount they had. But really, you got to pay your own phone bill anyway. True. It's so rude of you to check your watch when I'm in the middle of a rant.
You see how this comes into play about the boob grabbing, right?
Yes, I'm going to get around to that. It is the same with your accommodations. Get a roommate, get a girl you can trust, move into a one-bedroom apartment. One of you sleeps on the fold-out sofa in the living room. The other one gets the bedroom. You switch off, whatever. $500 a month. You each pay $250. You can afford it. Believe me. Don't live like animals with 5 serial rapists and some guy who calls himself your uncle in the same place while someone's cooking up meth in the garage because you save $27 a month. Meanwhile, the place is being raided by the SWAT team every other week. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got enough money, you can get your own ass together. All right. Thank you very much.
But in the short term, you got to just tell, if the guy's still hitting on you, then you just got to tell him what's up.
Yeah, and definitely don't roll around on the bed with him.
Yeah.
And furthermore, if I was a girl living in this situation, I'd put one of those barrel bolts on my door.
And then draw that line down the middle of the room, too. Make sure.
Yeah, like the sitcoms from the 70s. No, I'd put a lock on my bedroom door because this guy could come home loaded one night and stumble right on in. And if you're going to freeze when he touches you, God knows what he's going to do to you before you unfreeze. I wish more women would freeze when I touch them. They have no problem. They don't freeze at all. They're like, hey, get away. Yeah, they kick. Chris?
Yeah?
You're 15.
Yep.
What's up?
First I want to say I can fart on command.
Really?
Yeah.
Whose command?
Anyone.
Oh, I see. So
fart.
Okay, hold on.
All right. Apparently, I heard something in the distance.
He's one of those.
Yeah.
You get that?
Oh, yes. Did we hear it? The neighbors heard it.
The nation heard it. What are you talking about?
God heard it. Your dead grandmother heard that one.
Heard around the world.
That's right. Hey, Chris, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know how many people had this gift until I got onto the show.
Your parents must be proud.
I can do the same thing with my burps.
Well, that's a layup, but the gas
common.
is what I'm most interested in.
Okay.
That's very nice. All right, you have something else for us?
Yeah, I got a question.
All right.
Does masturbating make my penis get bigger?
Ask it in the form of a fart, please.
No. No, it doesn't.
No, it does not. I wouldn't have been able to make it into this studio if that was true.
Oh, okay.
I'm 35. I have 20 years under my belt, pardon the pun, and I can tell you, as a matter of fact, I think I've eroded my penis. I think it's smaller than it would have been.
Sharpened it.
I'm convinced. Yeah, well, I mean, like anything in nature, glaciers, streams
Wears down eventually.
cutting canyons. I mean, eventually that kind of constant friction will wear something down. I mean, even granite gets worn down.
It gets
over wind
smoother and
rain.
rounded. Were you pointy and?
I was jagged.
Jagged to start with. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to wear a gardening glove for my first couple of years because my penis was so sharp. It had a lot of shards and barbs on it and whatnot. All right, after this.
LoveLine.
LoveLine. We'll be right back.
Oh, baseball is so thrilling.
Let's round some bases of our own.
Trojan Man! Looks like someone was being waved home.
Yeah,
I have excellent news about new Trojan Pleasure Mesh latex condoms, designed with a mesh pattern of over 300 raised Passion X's.
Sounds exciting.
Only Trojan lets you experience this kind of stimulating pleasure.
Batter up.
My job is done here. New Trojan Pleasure Mesh. Trojan, America's #1 condom. The most trusted for a most stimulating experience.
Commercials are more effective if you use real people. So on the line is Angie McPhee, a Geico auto insurance customer who saved over $300. This is not an actor we hired to play Angie McPhee. It's the Angie McPhee. So in your own words, tell us, are you Angie McPhee?
Yes.
There. Unmistakable proof that Geico customers are real and save money. In 15 minutes, you could save 15%. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. 1-800-947-AUTO. Geico Direct, the sensible alternative.
Hi, I'm Serenity, and these are my friends, Missy and Stephanie.
You know, a lot of things happen to us every day that we have no control over.
But HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases aren't things that just happen to you. You do have a choice.
You can choose to use a condom, have safe sex, and take control of your life.
Asking for a condom isn't stupid. It's smart. It shows that you care about yourself and your partner.
You can do something about sexually transmitted diseases.
Use a condom.
Every partner.
Every time.
We do.
A message brought to you by Wicked Pictures and AIDS Project Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somewhere in our community is a mother whose drug abuse once left her unable to care for her kids. There's a father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum: get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and alcohol problems, and the good news is that these programs are making a big difference in people's lives. With proper treatment, mothers and fathers, sweethearts and coworkers, friends and neighbors are overcoming drug and alcohol problems and reclaiming their lives. Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, I don't think our campfire's totally out.
Are you kidding me? I know when a campfire's out. Did you drown the fire with water and stir it with a stick? No, it's out. We don't have to. Who said that?
Frank, it's a talking moose with sunglasses.
And a bunch of singing and dancing forest animals.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
And when your folks desire to build a fire, clear brush and branches away, and keep water nearby like you oughta.
Okay, I poured water on the fire. I stirred it with a stick. Everybody walked slowly toward the RV.
Dad, these are just Smokey's friends.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Frank, it's Smokey.
Nice hat, Smokey. Want the rest of my peanut butter sandwich?
Dad!
Visit Smokey at www.smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council.
This is the best of LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Do not bother calling us. We will not pick up the phone.
We're not here to pick up the phone.
Another good point, Drew.
Yes,
Andy Dick, our old friend Andy Dick came by. And
with his band, of course.
Oh,
right?
yes.
The Bitches of the Century.
And he sung a little ditty. Here's what I'm, and I know, Andy, don't take this as any kind of personal attack. Really don't, because everybody does this, and Drew, you'll back me up on this because you do it as well, and you actually encourage it in the guests. But a guest will sit here sort of silently. There won't be much conversation, maybe a little back and forth, and then all of a sudden the music will start swelling. I'll put the earphones on. I'll pick the microphone up. I'll put it against my mouth. And I'll see the guests, and they'll have a question for me. And they'll say, hey, how's about, where do you guys park when you guys do the show? And I think to myself, what is it exactly they're thinking is going on? I mean, they know we're doing a radio show. They know there's little commercial breaks. And obviously they see this as the time that we're going back to doing the show. Do they think I'm going to give an answer? Not you, Andy.
Right,
You're golden. But, Drew, how often does that happen, that somebody asks a question or makes a statement or has sort of proclamation seconds before it is time to speak?
Most nights.
Most nights. Yeah. And while the music is swelling, the headphones have been put back up, and the microphone has been brought to the mouth.
Yeah.
Does it usually make a difference?
Huh.
It's a nerves
What
thing.
is that?
A nerves thing, probably.
The funniest thing is it usually interrupts a good story, but that's all right. The guests usually just keep rolling on. You'll hear us talking into the break. Andy Dick is our guest tonight. You can find Andy Dick every Sunday night with his Bitches of the Century over at the Mint.
On Pico and Crescent Heights.
At 8:30 doing their show. And it's really a who's who of celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, A-list that shows up to these
Nick
things.
Nolte has been known to stop by.
Really?
Seriously, he came twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think it's a coincidence?
Well, he's dating somebody in the band, so to speak. No, she's not in the band. She does a couple songs that...
I see.
One song that I wrote and one song that she wrote.
How old is she, by the way?
14. 12.
I see. All right.
No.
Let's split the difference, call it 13. All right, we're going to hop back.
It's Vicki Lewis.
On the phone.
Vicki Lewis from News Radio. She's
she was in Mama's Family.
Broadway's Vicki Lewis. No, she was on News Radio. She is a showstopper.
Well, who am I thinking of? Oh, Vicki Lawrence. That's right.
Yeah.
She sung the Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia, didn't she?
No.
Wasn't that her big song? She was on the Carol Burnett Show.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Vicki Lewis, the redhead from News Radio.
Yeah, that's different. Totally different. What's going on with that News Radio? Have they canceled
It's
that
over.
yet?
It's been over a year.
All right.
Oops.
Damn.
Yeah, well, it lives on in syndication.
Mm-hmm.
You make a lot of money from that?
No.
Why not?
No, you don't. You just don't. If you're the creator of the show, I think
I
you
see.
make millions, but
I see.
Actors just make a couple thousand.
All right.
Not per episode, just in general.
Really?
Seriously, it's not much money.
That's a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Liam.
Hey, fellas.
Not that you deserve that much. Liam, you're 25.
Thanks.
Yeah, hi. This is really an honor for me. I have so much respect for you guys, believe it or not, except Andy Dick.
Oh, listen.
Thank you.
Andy,
what is that supposed to mean?
Only I'm allowed to insult Andy
Yeah,
Dick.
why would you say that? And what is it
Also,
supposed to mean?
we need to give people's courses
I
in
wanna
this
know what
country
it
on
means.
how to compliment people. Like,
What does
I
he
really
mean?
admire you guys, believe it or not.
I'm
As if
sorry I got
anybody
up on
would.
the wrong foot. It's just that you tend to distrust so many guys, but I really do. admire Drew so much for what you do. I had such a difficult childhood, including molestations and stuff like that, and to hear you talk about it, and I think educate people that it goes on is so very important. I just have a great amount of admiration for you and for Adam's sense of humor.
Well, thank you. You see what happens?
I
when
really
you...
meant it, actually.
Thank you.
But I want to know what's up. Well, what's your problem with me?
I was just joking.
Oh, okay, because I'm very sensitive.
Yeah, I know.
Especially in sobriety.
Yeah, okay.
Very sensitive.
Yeah.
Hi, my question is, I was at a party Saturday night. I'm not usually in the habit of doing any kinds of drugs because I think I'm prone to a little bit of depression. And a lot of people there were smoking, and I couldn't get away. I didn't have a car with me. I had to sleep there overnight. And I swear to God, I've been high, but not a good high, just sick ever since then. And my head's been spinning. I haven't been able to focus very well. And
you didn't smoke any pot?
Well, I'm sure that I did by just by standing around, but not.
No,
don't do it.
No?
No.
But I wonder if you just started getting anxious, having panic attacks or something.
No. I mean, it was a very small room. There was a lot of smoke, a lot of cigarettes, a lot of marijuana. That doesn't. You don't think that has any?
No.
No, it really doesn't.
No.
It's all in your mind.
Yeah.
But your mind can do tricks like that.
Although you do inhale a decent amount of atmospheric smoke. For instance, well, I'm sure you're aware that millions die each year from secondhand smoke.
I know that.
Millions of Americans.
Literally.
It is the #1 killer of people under 50. Secondhand smoke. Waitresses, average life expectancy 24 years old. Everyone dies of secondhand smoke. Actually, wait a minute. That was 2 years ago. Now nobody dies of secondhand smoke because they've decided to stop lying about it so much.
Or they're all dead, all the ones who were going to die.
Yeah, that's
All
what it
four.
is. Yeah, all 4 people that died of secondhand smoke. Oh, God, I want to kill people when I think about those campaigns.
Drew, is there a really sensitive, because any time that I have smoked it, I felt kind of the same way, just kind of sick for a couple days and not any kind of good high. Is there anything that at least, is there a sensitive body type to pot? Is there?
Yeah, there's definitely some people that are adversely affected by it. Some people get really severe panic attacks from it. And those panic
The
attacks
medical
can
term is
persist.
lightus weightus, I think is what they call that.
Yeah.
But
Latin.
if this is the way you characteristically feel when you've been exposed to that drug, then how can we deny that maybe you were exposed to enough to get that again? But I wouldn't worry that something permanent has developed, although I have seen ongoing panic attacks in people that are exposed to even low levels of marijuana.
Liam, this one's in your head, not in your lungs. That's that would be my take.
Contact high is not true. That's not a real thing.
Not significant. Not really.
Well,
I'll tell you, automobile.
I'll tell you what does happen. If you've been baked enough in your day and you're hanging around guys that are getting baked, and you start thinking about it, and you have what you call a contact eye. That's fabulous radio, Andy. Andy's doing some good prop humor. All right. We found that Dub C drop? I can't remember what he called me. Yeah,
What's cracking, y'all? This Dub C from the West Side Connect Gang. Y'all know this still West Side on mine, chilling on the Love Line. Y'all know what time it is. Dub C, the shittiest one. Packing that pistola, chilling with my homeboy Ace Rockola. Fool, I thought you knew. Chilling with my homeboy Dr. Drew, the shittiest one. Listen to this. Turn it up, turn it up. That's Rihanna.
Come again.
Dub C speaks backwards on occasion. All right, so we got Ace Rockola and we got Mayonnaise, all wearing the same pair of shoes.
Let's rock. Let's rock.
Robert.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Twin Peaks.
You're 16.
Yeah.
What's up?
I pierced my body.
You pierced your body?
Where?
Through the middle?
Huh?
Just right through the middle?
I guess like an arrow?
Yeah, pretty much.
They call it a spear. It's really a spear.
Yeah.
No, I pierced my body, and the most recent piercing I've done was my penis.
Nice.
And,
What part?
What?
What part?
Oh, it's really just skin and a little bit of flesh under the head of the penis.
Ouch!
Yeah, and
Not into it.
Is that your frenulum
into
under
it.
there?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. All right, Robert, what happened? Who did what to you?
Well,
So I beat the crap out of him.
I know what you mean. Like, I was molested once,
There
and
you go.
I've been, I guess what you would call sexually assaulted
Okay.
a couple of times throughout my younger years.
Right. All right.
That's what makes people do this.
Now you're acting out on yourself.
Yeah, and also I used to cut myself all over, and I don't do that no more. And I was kind of wondering also if the reason why I pierce my body is because it's another way of not cutting myself, I guess.
I think it's part of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And but my real question is the piercing supposed to give me more of an orgasm?
No.
Okay. Because
it doesn't.
Okay.
Okay, so Robert.
Yeah.
Here's what we need to work on: the abuse of the past that's causing the pain and the acting out of today.
Right.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever got any therapy?
Yeah, and I'm actually against counselors, so
I
that
see.
didn't work too much.
All right. Well, just as long as you're against getting better, that's fine.
No.
All right. Well, keep poking holes in yourself.
All right.
And we'll see you in hell. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks for calling. Hey, Robert.
Sweet. Yeah.
Listen, screwball.
Huh.
Listen, you need a counselor like nobody else. Believe me. Trust me on this one, brother. If you were sexually assaulted on numerous occasions when you were younger, and you're acting out now, and you need to work it out.
I have
okay?
one. I have one.
You do?
All right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know I do.
Hey, listen, Andy's got one in the car now, by the way. He travels with his.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
That's fun.
Yeah. It's good times.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Robert?
Yeah.
Really? You're calling because you want help, and we're telling you, by all means, get it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Please.
All right. Okay.
I pay mine by the week.
Hey, listen, it's got to be tough on guys. It was tough on women. It still is tough on women, but we're constantly talking about the shame and the humiliation and victims coming forward and all that kind of stuff. Think about a guy who was sexually molested and even how much more difficult that is for him to come forward.
Just think about me.
Yeah, you had someone diddle you when you were younger.
Well, call it what you will.
Yeah, what was it, a babysitter?
Yep.
Yeah. But look at you. It created, unlocked.
He didn't diddle me. I don't know even what that means, Adam.
What was it? What went on?
He twiddled me.
He
I
twiddled
don't know what diddled means.
I see. You don't want to be making light of your twiddling?
No, he didn't. It was he wanted us to play stick shift, and whoever made it to the finish line first would get a bowl of popcorn.
Wow. Popcorn ball or a bowl of popcorn? You know what I miss? You know what I miss? I don't miss much from my childhood, but I do miss the popcorn ball. And I don't know where that went, and if people still eat those, or if they've just gotten past that. Remember popcorn balls?
That was around Christmas. Yeah,
I
it was
miss
a Christmas
popcorn
treat.
balls. Someone's got to whip me up a popcorn ball.
I'll show you some popcorn balls.
All right.
Let's check in on Joe again, see what he sounds like here.
See if Joe's still asleep?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Wait a minute. That is not right. That is not real. Wait. I thought I heard him laugh.
No.
Sounds like a baby cow.
Joe's been on hold for 119 minutes.
Wake.
Don't wake him up.
Oh, I love him.
Tell him a bedtime
Wake
story.
him up. Wake up.
No.
Make
let's
a loud
listen.
noise.
Let's listen.
Sounds like our security guard.
Our security guard fell asleep out in the hall on the sofa. So
With that big gun?
I took a 20-foot mic cord and put it right by his head, and we listened to him snore all night.
Snore cam.
That's great radio. All right, we'll check in with Joe just one more time before we go to break.
It just doesn't even sound real.
All right, he heard that there was a new drug that got him high. Okay, one more time, and then we go to break. I can't get enough of this guy.
Whoa.
You know what's fun? It's fun, the timing, because sometimes you check in, he's right in the middle of one,
Right.
and then sometimes there's a long couple of beats.
Pause, yeah.
All right, let's see if we can time one. Let me see
Yeah.
if I can time one
Okay,
just
go.
right. Uh-oh.
That was a little one.
He's
He's
waking
waking up. Wake up, wake up.
Andy, don't.
Wake up, wake up.
Andy.
We want to wake him up.
Would you shut his goddamn mic off?
It's like an angry snore. He's angry now.
All right, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back with more snoring, kiddies, after this.
Yo, LoveLine will be right back, homie. This is a story about American heroes. They changed quite a few lives last year. Jorge Vasquez put out fires, but no, he's not a firefighter. Philip Dale discovered several new stars. Oh, he's not an astronomer. And Elaine Capobianco, she saved a child from drowning, but she's not a lifeguard. They're teachers, but to the kids they've reached, they're heroes.
I'm a teacher. The children are the heroes.
We're not just teaching subject matter, we're teaching human beings.
I am tough as nails, but they know that I love them.
I mean, we've got a legacy that follows behind us forever.
Teachers have the power to make an impact on our future. California will need about 250,000 more of them in the next 10 years. Reach for that power. Teach. Call 1-888-CAL-TEACH now. A public service message brought to you by CalTeach, the Ad Council, and this station.
Okay, so I'm a teenager, right? And everyone's so quick to judge me. On the outside, I may look like... But on the inside, I'm all... Just because I look like... doesn't mean I act that way. In fact, I'm actually involved in crime prevention. That sounds more like this. It's really a great way to convince adults that while you may be looking, you're really thinking.
Call 1-800-722-TEENS to find out how to make your community a safer place for everyone. Get involved, get the number, and call 1-800-722-TEENS. A public service message from the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, the U.S. Department of Justice, and the Ad Council.
Evening, folks. I'm Vince.
And I'm Larry. We're the crash test dummies.
We'd like to entertain you with a little song. Only one thing.
We can't sing, but we're here with someone who can, with a song for the little ones. Ray?
Mr. Charles?
On the big highway of life, there's only one safe place for kids.
Backseat, baby.
The front seat's not the place to drop out.
Baby.
Put that booties in the backseat.
Backseat, baby.
Have bags and kids you never meet. I'm here to remind you to put them behind you.
Raymundo, do you mind if we try?
Oh, look at here.
Backseat, baby, better buckled in the back.
Backseat, baby.
Baby faces stay intact.
Larry,
wow.
yo, Larry, maybe you should keep your day job.
Ow, that hurts.
Not as much as our day job.
Woo!
Backseat, baby.
You stay alive even when I drive.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids in the back seat. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Dear Jim, I just wanted to tell you the things I love so much about you. Like your pasty white belly and how it fits in those tight shirts that my friends think you shouldn't be wearing. I love how you do that thing where you mash 4 slices of bread into a massive ball of dough and stuff it in your mouth. That's so adorable. And what about when you tell those same jokes from reruns that you've seen over and over again? They make me laugh every single time. Other guys play sports or go running or do something outside, but not you. You're different.
Guys, rest assured you will never in your life meet a girl like this.
P.S. I can't wait until we cuddle in front of pro wrestling all day this Saturday. I hear it's a steel cage Texas death match.
Get some exercise. Get up. Get out. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council and the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports.
Yeah, it's the LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Andy Dick has joined us tonight. I think they're going to play another ditty for us. Is that true, Andy?
It's our only hit. It's our only hit.
It is. All right. Well, wait a minute. Let's just check back with Joe, see if he's still snoring.
Good time. Maybe we should keep him on during our song. In my ad.
Let's do it.
Let's just see if we can do it. Little brown ring, why are you so sweet? Little brown ring, little brown ring. You're all stopped up with meat. I know you will F me up when you start to pucker up. Little brown ring, you're quite a nasty treat. Trepidation at sunset and vine. I needs me a vacation only where that sun don't shine. That old yellow moon and me are gonna have ourselves a fling with your tiny tight white and out of sight little brown ring. Ring, 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 ring. That's it. That's a short version. Okay.
We love you, Joe.
That is golden, Andy.
Thank you. I hope he shows up to the show.
No bigger fan of Andy Dick than Joe, 18 on line 3.
Stop it. It's like bad PR. Every time you say my name, he snores.
Don't just believe me as far as the Andy Dick and the Bitches of the Century being great. Let's hear what a critic has to say.
The critics agree.
The critics agree. The greatest night of entertainment. What? Yes.
It's not. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Is LoveLine the fastest 2 hours on radio? Let's hear what the callers think.
Oh, and he's not waking up. Oh.
It never gets old. I love it. Oh, my God. Drew, should someone breathe that fast?
He's fine.
Chipmunk doesn't. A squirrel doesn't breathe that fast. All right, I'm going to put Joe on hold. I can really go on. If we could get one of those guys who calls in and farts on demand and put him on the next line next to Joe who snores on demand, I would just keel
I'll
over.
write a song to it.
I would explode. Would you like to sample Joe for maybe an upcoming album?
Maybe we should. Can you record it for us?
Let's get a little Joe. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's my Joe.
Okay. That's my Joe. Let's take a legitimate call. There's people who need our help.
You saying Joe doesn't have problems? Liz?
Yes.
You're 19.
I have a question for you.
All right.
Okay, a friend of mine has a yeast infection in his mouth. Don't ask me how he got it, but I guess he brushes his teeth like 5 times a day.
No, Liz, he needs to see a doctor. That is a.
No, he did.
That is a sign that his immune system isn't working normally, though. And
The doctor told him that he had to gargle with yogurt.
oh, that's bizarre. He did not see a doctor because there are easy treatments for this, no problem.
Yes.
And it needs.
What are they?
You have to brush with gynolotrimate.
There's two medication. There's a mouthwash called nystatin, which is antifungal, and there's also a fluconazole, which you can take one pill of and will eradicate it completely.
Gargle with yogurt.
Yeah, that is.
No, it's true.
Liz, no, that's not what they told him. That's not what they told him. He did not see a medical doctor. And it's simply treated, and he needs a workup to see why he got this, because it's when I was in training, it was one of the hallmark signs of HIV. It was an otherwise healthy male with oral thrush.
All right, he needs to go to a real doctor.
Dr. Drew said it could be HIV.
Well, no.
Well, he's never had sex.
No. Listen to me. In the old days, that was the kind. In the old days, when I was in training, that was what the thing we'd look for first, because it often means immune impairment. It also could mean he took a whole bunch of antibiotics recently. That could even predispose to it.
Liz, he needs to see a doctor that does not have a gong and a giant root hanging in the window. you understand?
Well, what I was going to ask you in the first place, now my answer has been, my question has been answered.
Yes.
Could you actually douche with that for a yeast infection in a woman?
No.
So,
Douche with yogurt?
No.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, fruit on the bottom. All right. We'll speak to. No one has callers just on this. Joe?
You got
where's
yeast in
Joe?
mouth.
I want to hear Joe.
We gonna make bread with it. Well, I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's back. He is back. All right. Brian?
Yeah.
You're 15. What's up?
Yeah, I've been with my boyfriend for probably 3.5 months, and he is still in the closet, and we go to a very closed-minded school.
Mm-hmm.
Yet I've been out of the closet probably all 3 years in high school.
You're gay.
Yes.
I see.
Yes. Anyways, we've told a few of our closest friends, and we just now told our parents that we were together.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom loves him, and his mom loves me.
Mm-hmm.
But probably 2 nights ago, I went over there, and we were messing around, and I came down, and I had a hickey on my neck. And his mom flipped, even though she said she was okay with it.
Right.
How old is your boyfriend?
He's 16 also.
16?
Yeah.
Any mother would flip out whether it was a gay couple or a straight couple.
I'm glad Andy said that, not me.
But isn't that true?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's bizarre, Brian, that you're pushing this along so quickly.
You don't need to
takes time.
shove it in people's faces, I guess.
Well, no. I mean, okay.
People freak out on
heterosexual couples
wouldn't
have
do
to
that.
hide. Right.
They wouldn't do that hickey.
But
deal.
his mom was more...
Let him give you a hickey on your butt. No one will see it.
Well, one of my bigger questions was, he's having problems trying to come out to the rest of the school. His mom wants us to be discreet about it, and he doesn't really want to.
But that's fine too.
It's up to
you
him.
know, yeah. I think you should, just keep it quiet. I wish I would have just kept my damn mouth shut about my sexuality. I really do.
Well,
I don't think it's helping anybody, and it definitely hurts me. People. I got bashed the other week.
Really?
You know that? Yeah. Somebody said, "You're." He was with a couple cute young blonde girls, and he was a tall, like he was some other. He was from some other country, but he said, he's bisexual. And the girl's like, shut up. And he's like, no, seriously, he is. And I said, and we were on an elevator. And
boy.
And I said, right as I waited for the doors to open, and I said, and you're large. And he pushed me, and he said, I'm going to kick your ass, you faggot.
He did not say that.
He did, and he pushed me really hard, and he started to get into it, but I'm not going to run. I just went off.
Faggot better run. Excuse. Did you scare him? Did you?
Oh yeah, I scared the crap out of him. I started screaming and running, and then he started running to his car, and then I had my friend Ed waiting in his car to pick me because I can't drive. I don't have a license anymore. And that guy right over there, Ed, came around the corner, but he was already afraid because I'm like, come on, let's go, let's do it. And he ran to his car, and Ed and I both chased him to his car. And
Maybe he thought you meant sex. No?
No.
All right. The upside is he got 8 songs out of it. All right, we're going to take ourselves a break. Let's just check with Joe on hold for 130 minutes. Huh? That's my Joe. We'll be back.
Once again with it.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back before you know it.
These are the sounds of today's kids. And these are the voices of today's kids.
Don't underestimate me. I can work harder in school.
Give me a problem that's hard to solve.
Give me tougher work. Give me tougher books. When I solve a tough problem, I'm on top of the world.
Surprised? Don't be. 74% of kids say school should only pass them to the next grade when they've learned what's expected of them.
I'm not afraid to fail.
If I make a mistake, I'll do better next time.
75% of kids say they'd study harder if their schools gave them tougher tests. The fact is, almost all kids want to be challenged in school. So listen to the voices of kids today.
Challenge me.
Challenge me. Challenge me.
Do your part. Support higher academic achievement in your state and challenge our schools to challenge our kids. For a free booklet, call 1-800-38-BE-SMART. A message from the Ad Council and the Education Excellence Partnership.
Taking all that work home?
No, this is my own stuff. I've got a date with a financial planner.
You're only 25. Why are you planning for retirement already?
Hey, I want to be able to choose when I retire and know that I'll be financially secure when I do.
I've heard lots of people call themselves financial planners, but aren't they really trying to get you to invest in their favorite fund? Like they're selling size 20 shoes so everyone gets a hello Bigfoot.
Half this stuff is my bank statements, company insurance policies, tax returns. The planner's going to know a lot about me before recommending anything. The rest is background information I've collected on her and 2 other planners. If she passes tonight's round, she gets my papers.
Securing your financial future is important. You have a right to expect financial advice that's competent, ethical, and based on your needs. To verify that a planner is certified, call toll-free 888-CFP-MARK. A public service of the Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards.
Hey, driving fans! It may have happened to you. You may have heard the roar of the rumble strips, the blast of car and truck horns, and the heart-pounding fear of a near miss. Avoid all the dangerous crash action that comes with falling asleep at the wheel. Experience the amazing power nap. You've never seen power like this before. The Power Nap. Find out what the professional drivers have been doing for years. The Power Nap gives you the energy you need for the road ahead, and it's free. Whether you're driving to the shore with your family, to another city to meet a client, to school across the state, or anywhere there's action. The Power Nap is your ticket to revitalization. Experience the Power Nap at a rest stop near you. Just pull in, find a safe, well-lighted spot to park, turn off the key, and close your eyes. In just 20 to 30 minutes, you'll have the energy you need to drive safely for miles. So don't push it, park it, and feel the power of the Power Nap. A wake-up call to all drivers from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Association.
It's nearly 6 a.m. and we're at a rest stop talking to travelers. Excuse me?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of circadian rhythms?
It's like a Latin band, right?
Not quite. Do you know what circadian rhythms are?
It's when the stars all align and their energy creates...
No. How about you, sir? Huh? Circadian rhythms. Exactly. Circadian rhythms tell your body when it should be sleeping as well as when it should be awake.
Huh?
Circadian rhythms are part of our body's internal controls, a kind of built-in clock that tells us when to wake up and when to go to sleep each day. Imagine the danger that comes when we try to drive when our body thinks we should be sleeping, especially at night, early morning, and for many people, mid-afternoon. You really should try to avoid driving during your body's downtimes. If you have to drive when you'd normally be sleeping and you find yourself getting drowsy, stop for a refreshing 20 to 30-minute nap. Now what would you say when I say circadian rhythms?
I'd say, don't push it, park it. Right. A wake-up call from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Associations.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This June, the biggest names in heavyweight boxing are taking Showtime by storm. Mike Tyson. He's still the most ferocious man to get in the ring. Mike Tyson. He won't quit till he's champion again. But first, he must get by the big right hand of Lou Savarese. 39 wins, 32 knockouts, and one big dream. Mike Tyson. Name any other heavyweight you'd rather see fight. Tyson versus Savarese, Saturday, June 24th at 9 p.m. Eastern Pacific. Only on Showtime. No limits.
This is the best of LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. The next guest, no doubt. Adrian and Tom came by.
And healed a old wound, did they not?
That's right. A scab has not formed over this wound for many a year.
No, they were great guys, and I think got everything all sorted out, didn't we?
Well, let's find out. Sometimes Anderson forgets to turn the mic on.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. He's trying to tell you something. He's not forgetting anything.
You know what's great about working here? Someone forgets to turn your mic on, you make mention of it during the show, and now you're getting punished. Fantastic. All right, there's no discipline. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Tonight, Adrian and Tom are both here from No Doubt. Guys, we haven't seen in a while, although I'm trying to think when the last time I saw Tom and Adrian was. I know I saw somebody I saw both of you maybe at Darren's wedding from Goldfinger,
At the
right?
Sportsman's Lodge.
Oh, yes, Cash Bar.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about that last night. Darren called in 5 minutes later, crying. But the truth can hurt. No doubt we had in here, we had a little debacle about 5 years ago,
Yep.
4.5 years
5
ago.
Yep.
When was that?
5 years ago, just when we started in this studio, really. Or the syndicated
Was it?
show.
Ricky
Yeah.
was here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're talking over 4. At that time, Tragic Kingdom had been out for like a year.
Yeah.
I think.
Just
right?
came out.
Did it just come out? Because I
That's
think
right,
I thought it was out for a little while, and it just got hot. It wasn't Tragic Kingdom out for 8 or 9 months, and then it got hot.
Yeah, it took about a year. But when we were here, it was, I think, right around Thanksgiving of '95.
You want to hear something more bizarre about the history of No Doubt on K-Rock? Is they doing this behind the music show?
Right.
The only footage they could find from their early days was on LoveLine.
Photograph footage
video
or just
footage,
video
which
footage?
I don't remember there being a camera there when you guys were there, but was it like a handheld? Somebody was.
We weren't in the picture.
Oh, it was just old footage of us.
Old footage of yourself and Poor Man.
How funny.
Have you guys seen the behind the music yet?
Yes.
Is that how'd you like it? By the way, I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty good.
I love that show. It's like a heroine. You ever watch that?
The only last one I saw was with you, and it was about the Mamas and the Papas.
I know, but I don't even like the Mamas and the Papas. We're riveted, right?
We watched it 3 times.
I would watch one if they did one on the Country Bear Jamboree. On the animatronic bears, I would watch the thing. I swear to God. It's something so interesting, no matter whether you're a band, an actor, an inventor, whatever you are, there's something about that starting from this point, getting to that point, then always. But you guys haven't fallen apart. Why'd they do a story about you?
I don't know. We've been together for 13 years, so there's enough history there. We've gone through some weird stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, usually
drugs,
somebody
video
has
burning.
to OD and die, or the wheels, plane crash, bus accident. I mean, the wheels really have to come off the wagon. Is there something I don't know about?
We were definitely questioning it ourselves about, are we interesting enough? Has there been enough drama in our career? But I think they did a really good job with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Let me also give a few plugs. Return of Saturn is the name of the CD, which is currently out. Tom, are you still playing Dr. Bruce's Triumph Triangle guitar?
Dr. Bruce has a great guitar collection. I haven't seen that guy in a while, but...
yeah, he's in prison.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I've heard him on here a few times. I have a couple of his old Fender Bassman amps. He's a good guy.
But didn't he give you at some point, didn't he hook up with you and get a guitar to you?
He gave me a couple of guitars, a Les Paul and an SG, and I had them for months and months.
And did you play them in concert?
I think I may have used some of them actually in the studio, but never in concert. I can't play Les Paul. I can only play Explorers and Vs.
All right, well, don't tell him that. It would break his heart. That's his claim to fame, that you played his triangle guitar. I thought that was his guitar for some reason. Maybe it's because he told me. All right, so we'll hear something off the... does Gwen still hate me?
She hasn't said anything about that.
The answer is yes.
Answer's yes.
Do you see her here?
That's a very, very valid point. We had a little mix-up last time she was in here.
Everything's fine.
All right.
Next.
All right.
Kiss my ass, Adam.
All right. Now, who was that? Fiona Apple?
By the way, she sort of has joined an illustrious crowd of people that hate Adam. I mean,
Oh.
not like she's not a mark of distinction or anything.
Yeah.
Just line up.
Move over, Mom. Move over, Dad. Gwen Stefani's she's throwing her hat in the ring, too.
Gwen's not much of a hater, actually.
No, you know what? I know we had a little spat, but she's a very, very nice person. And you know the thing that's makes me very even-handed, Drew?
Yeah.
I can get into arguments with people or have disputes with people and still recognize they're decent people.
Yes.
I know that makes me an a-hole.
You're right. You can make them feel like crap, but
I still know the difference between good people and bad people. And just because you don't like me doesn't make you a bad person.
That's right. Right.
And it could be an argument for making you a good person.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you. All right. Heather?
Yeah.
You're 22. What's up?
Well, I'm kind of torn at the moment. I am kind of seeing this girl. I was dating her. I broke up with her when she told me she wanted to see a guy along with me. And
along with you?
Yeah, she told me she wanted to stay with me.
Wait.
Disrupt our relationship, but could he join? And I wasn't too keen on that, so I broke up with her. And I still see her all the time because I really like her.
Yeah.
And my ex-boyfriend just came back into town. He had left state when I broke up with him. And he had found out that we were together because she is his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, jeez.
All right. You all have to kill yourselves. And just
Start over.
new. Yes. Put yourself in the ground, and hopefully something good will grow.
What's your question?
Right? I don't know what to do because I still have feelings for him. But I really, really like this girl.
Why did he leave the state?
And she's pregnant right now by one of two guys. Either the guy before me or the guy that she wanted to see with me.
And the F is going on with Heather.
What?
And where do we begin?
I don't know. Heather.
Yeah.
What is up? What's with the Jerry Springer lifestyle you're leading here?
She said that I could take him right off the network if they put me on show. I mean, I live in a one-bedroom apartment with two other people. My brother, who just said he's bisexual, and this girl.
All right. So what happened to you growing up?
And you and your brother had a pretty tough time growing up, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very confused people, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to do. Like, I was going to play this for her tomorrow to show her, because I'm unable to really speak to her.
This tape?
I was going to record it later.
What's her name?
What do you mean later?
What's her?
You're calling in the 11 o'clock hour?
What's her name?
No, tomorrow when I see her.
What's her name?
Laura.
Laura, run!
Drew rarely gives that advice.
Oh, that sucks.
All right. Hey, Heather?
Yeah.
Listen, I know you grew up in a very chaotic environment, and now you're hell-bent on keeping that chaos alive, but could you just sort of get off the chaos S-wagon for a second and take a breath?
There's a child involved here. You get out of that woman's life. That's a lot of chaos, and it's going to be worse when there's a kid involved, and you're only going to add to that child's... God knows what that child's going to be brought
I have a child, too.
Oh, my God.
It should be taken away.
Okay.
If raccoons raised it, it'd have a better chance.
It's living in the one-bedroom apartment with the other three people?
I'm not raising her.
It got taken away.
I see her. I'm not raising her.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, but who's raising? Family?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Please. I'd rather have Satan's caddy raise that child.
Okay.
All right, Heather.
Yeah.
No more kids. Whatever substances you're on, get off them. And I rarely say this, but find Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Can you do that? I know he's in prison, but he may have gotten out. Everyone who goes to prison seems to find Jesus, but I think he made a break for it, and he may be on the lam, so you may be able to find him.
It says here your ex-boyfriend's alcoholic. Is that right?
Yeah, that's why I left him.
All right, Heather,
so
that's
not changed, has it?
No. Okay.
Well, Heather's...
Hoping it would have.
But it hasn't changed.
Heather.
Yeah.
Here, because we're out of time with you, here's what you need to do. Anything you want to do, don't do it.
Okay. So
okay?
I'm thinking do opposite.
Do the opposite. Do the opposite.
Do nothing.
Well, yeah, but she's thinking about something, so the opposite will be nothing. You understand?
Yeah.
All right, Heather, please. Keep yourself out of trouble and don't get pregnant. Stop acting out. All right?
Yep.
She needs to decide what her sexual orientation is, too. This back and forth stuff's going to be crazy.
Listen, as we've learned from this show, you scramble your kids early, and that's it. I mean, it's like we always use this metaphor, but you have sort of an antenna to get you through life, and when someone smashes that antenna, when alcoholic dad or pedophile uncle bends that antenna of yours, that's it. You just go through. Now it's like your ship out in a storm, and you have no radar. So you're just banging up against the rocks for the rest of your life. David?
Yes.
You're 21.
Yes.
What's up?
I was just wondering about having sex in a chlorinated pool. Would kill the sperm or deteriorate a condom or what?
It does screw up the condom, doesn't it?
It doesn't do anything to sperm, though.
It doesn't do nothing to sperm?
Sperm just love that water.
Well, what do you mean, though? I mean...
Okay, so
Let's put it this way. How many times have I mentioned jacuzzis or swimming pools as a means of contraception?
I don't know. I just started listening about 6 months ago.
What if he rubs a little diatomaceous earth on the end of his penis? Would that act
forms
as
a nice
a barrier?
Plug, maybe, but...
Hey, David?
Yes.
Yeah, but you're in your girlfriend, right?
Yes.
It's not like you just whacked off on a raft or something and then she swam in the pool that the raft was in. You're in it, right?
Yes.
All right, well, so she can get pregnant.
Of course, yeah.
I'm confused, though, because if they're submerged underwater,
right,
her vagina will fill up with water and lubrication just deteriorates, right?
It's a problem, yeah, but people can do that still. They're okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but it can screw with the condom a little bit. It can make the condom.
I've had
less.
poor luck at that.
Yeah,
It's not easy.
I put the condom on in the pool and then go by the air jet and give myself a little shot and fill up the condom, really blow it out like a Macy's Day float, you know.
While you're still in her. Or?
Oh no, before I get in.
Before you get in. So
Yeah, very nice.
Impress the ladies.
That's right.
Nice.
There's nothing that turns a woman on like the belching of the condom before it goes in. All right, so everyone can get pregnant wherever you are. That's our message. Robert?
Yes.
You're 17. You're on with half of No Doubt.
Yes. I have a question. This is not the first time it's happened, but my brother's girlfriend is, we've been started having sex lately, and me and my brother are 20 months apart, and him and his girlfriend are 15, and for some reason his girlfriends start to become more attracted to me sexually and everything. So should I tell my brother, or just let it lie like the other ones, or what?
The other ones?
Yeah, it's happened once before. It happened 6 months ago.
And when you say she's more attracted to you, you respond to that?
Well, I mean, at first, both of them have started off like, real shallow hints and everything else. And then, like when my brothers...
Robert, do you respond to them?
Well, he says he's screwing around with her.
Well, I just want to hear what... He didn't really come out with that yet.
Yeah, well, we're having sex,
Okay, well, that's what I was asking.
I don't even think my brother and hers had sex.
That's nice.
Normally I would think this is a totally bogus call, but Robert's freaking me out enough to try to believe it.
Hey, Robert?
Yes?
Why? This has happened before with your brother's girlfriends?
One time, he said.
One time.
You had sex with another one of your brother's girlfriends?
Well, we had oral sex.
Oh, I see. That doesn't count. Did he find out about it?
No.
That's his question. Let this one slide just like that one.
Yeah, I think you should.
Oh.
Well, listen, stop having sex with her.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert?
Yes.
I know it's real funny, but your brother will find out, and then he'll probably try to kill you in your sleep.
Well, yeah, true. He does have a temper.
Yeah. And I'm guessing you were raised in an environment where there's lots of, farm equipment and stuff that he could stab you with. Yeah, go out to the shed, get a hoe or a sickle or something rusty, something you put in you.
Well,
there
yeah.
you go. All right, Robert. Hey, Robert, let me explain something.
All right.
You don't really account for this when you're young, but you can do stuff to your brothers and sisters where they'll hate your guts for, the rest of their lives. 20 years, 50 years. You know what I mean? If you banged around with your kid brother's girlfriend, once or twice, that's enough for him to hate you for many, many, many years to come. And I know it doesn't seem like such a big deal when you're 17, but later on in life, at reunions and holidays and things like that, it kind of comes back to haunt you. I bet my sister wishes she never stabbed me with that crocheting needle.
You want to tell us the whole story?
No, just that was the story. That was it. I was seeing if I could get a rise out of you guys. Crystal? True, that's good radio, by the way, where you just sit there and look at me for a while. Crystal, you're 17.
Yeah.
I can't believe we get paid the same amount, Drew.
Nothing wrong with dramatic and pregnant pauses.
That's right.
Don't be afraid of silence, Adam.
All right. Oh, you better be afraid of it, because if I shut up, you're going off the air. Crystal?
Thank God for Dr. Drew.
He didn't
Not
want
Dr. Adam. I don't see a doctor in front of your name, Mr. Big Mouth.
Oh, my God. That David Allen Greer's never coming back on this show. Crystal?
Yeah.
You're 17. What's up?
Well, I think I might be pregnant. I haven't had my period for 2 months, and my boyfriend that I'm with, he's the only other one that knows. And I was wondering if there would be a possible way that I could get an abortion without anybody knowing.
Yeah, pretty much you're entitled to that the way things are in this country right now.
One of my friends told me that when you got an abortion that you had to have a parent's consent or an adult's consent.
I don't believe that's true.
I don't think you do at 17. What state are you calling from?
Texas.
Oh, hell no. They don't have laws there.
Have you tried calling Planned Parenthood?
Yeah.
And what'd they say?
Well, they just...
She's worse than you are, Drew. Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
They just said that I wouldn't...
All right. I'm going to go take a leak, Drew. When you find out what Planned Parenthood said, call me. I'll be in the bathroom, all right?
Crystal,
Yeah.
what did they say?
Crystal, you understand you're on Earth and on the radio and there's a phone up to your mouth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. You talked to Planned Parenthood and they said...
That I shouldn't be having a baby right now.
Oh, she's just making this up.
I know. Crystal.
Yes.
You didn't call Planned Parenthood. Or you're making this whole story up.
I'm not making the story up.
Oh, thank God, because you'd be the world's worst liar. And you did call Planned Parenthood or you didn't? I'm going with no.
No.
No, you didn't. Okay. All right, that's fine.
Call them.
Call Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
and next time, stop jacking us off for an hour and a half. Will you figure out whether you called Planned Parenthood or not? Would you? Jesus Christ! And by the way, people, if you're gonna lie, please lie. You stalling. The stalling is not a great tactic when it comes to lying. I mean, we do that. We do this all the time. I'll give you a LoveLine answer. Just ask one of those questions: is your dad an alcoholic, or were you ever raped,
Were you ever
or do you have
abused?
would you shut up and ask? Give me a beat here. All right, go ahead.
Were you ever abused?
No.
Did Dad hit you when you were growing up?
What? What?
No. Did my dad hit you?
Did my dad hit me? Listen, when you give a good 55 count in between answering the question and the question being asked, it usually implies some guilt. So it's all right. You didn't call Planned Parenthood, and just call them tomorrow. And I don't believe they told me I shouldn't be having a baby.
1-800-230-PLAN. 230-PLAN.
All right. Drew, you got an arrow pointed up on the screen where there is no call. Do we want to hear a No Doubt song?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Good thinking.
All right. You got it queued up there, Anderson? Yes. This is from No Doubt. This is called Ex-Girlfriend.
But I should have thought of that before we kissed. You say you're gonna burn before you mellow. I'll be the one to burn you. Why'd you have to go and pick me when you knew that we were different completely? I kinda always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend. Oh, I kinda always knew I'd end up your ex-girlfriend. Oh, I hope I hold a special place with the rest of them. Freedom, you say you can't stand the restrictions. I found myself trying to change you. If you were meant to be my lover, I wouldn't have to. And I feel so mean, I feel in between. 'Cause I'm about to give you. 'Cause I always knew kissed. I could always do it in the Ferris girlfriend. Whoa, I could always do it in the Ferris girlfriend. Whoa, I hope I hold a special place with the rest of them. Could always do it in the Ferris girlfriend. Another ex-girlfriend on your list, but I should have thought of that before we kissed. I'm another ex-girlfriend on your list. I should have thought of that before we kissed.
We about to get funky, yo.
This is LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Oh, we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Martin Short with today's Eco Quiz. Okay, you separated the bottles, jars, and cans and put them out for pickup or drop them at a recycling center. What else do you have to do to complete the recycling process? Here's the answer to today's Eco Quiz. You have to buy recycled products. You see, separating the bottles, jars, and cans and dropping them off at a recycling center is only half of the recycling process. Recycling just won't work unless we all make an effort to buy new products made from recycled materials. That way, we'll encourage manufacturers to use more recycled materials. So do your part. When you shop, look for labels that say, made with recycled content. What it gets down to is this. If you're not buying recycled products, to close the loop, you're not really recycling. Get involved, get the facts, recycle, and buy recycled.
November 15th is America Recycles Day. For a free brochure, call 1-800-CALL-EDF. This message from the Ad Council, the Steel Recycling Institute, and US EPA.
This is going to sound corny, but I just wanted to tell the world about my girlfriend, Lisa. I love sitting there, listening to her talk on the phone with her girlfriends. I mean, she can go on for hours to anybody, about anything. And it's not just about everyday things. It's about deeper stuff, too, like hair and hair products. And little by little, the phone becomes like a permanent part of her head. I get goosebumps just thinking about that. And then there's the way she sort of unhinges her jaws. She scarfs down a quart of double fudge chunk ice cream. She's a keeper. You know, I used to waste my time going inline skating and playing basketball with my buddies. What was I thinking?
Girls, rest assured, you will never in your life meet a guy like this.
I have this fantasy. There we are 50 years from now. She's in a moo-moo, doing her nails, watching soap operas all day. Ooh.
Get some exercise. Get up. Get out. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council and the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports.
Somewhere in our community is a mother whose drug abuse once left her unable to care for her kids. There's a father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum: get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and alcohol problems, and the good news is that these programs are making a big difference in people's lives. With proper treatment, mothers and fathers, sweethearts and coworkers, friends and neighbors are overcoming drug and alcohol problems and reclaiming their lives. Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, I don't think our campfire's totally out.
Are you kidding me? I know when a campfire's out.
Did you drown the fire with water and stir it with a stick?
No, it's out. We don't have to. Who said that?
Frank, it's a talking moose with sunglasses.
And a bunch of singing and dancing forest animals.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
And when your folks desire to build a fire,
Hot, hot.
clear brush and branches away, and keep water nearby like you oughta.
Okay, I poured water on the fire. I stirred it with a stick. Everybody walked slowly toward the RV.
Dad, these are just Smokey's friends.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Frank, it's Smokey.
Nice hat, Smokey. Want the rest of my peanut butter sandwich?
Dad!
Visit Smokey at www.smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Best of Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Matthew McConaughey, the very talented and attractive, I might say, actor, came by. He was plugging U571, and
which has ended up being a huge hit.
Yes.
He said it would be.
Well, it's because he was on Loveline.
Yeah.
I think this is the part where I beg him for a job in his next film. U571 is the name of his latest movie, and it's got a lot of big stars in it, and it's chock full of suspense and action, and it takes place in World War II and underwater. So there's really no reason. It's something in it for everyone.
Girls, you're going to love it too, man. You really are.
A lot of guys sweating. No one sweats like a guy in a sub. Ow! A lot of sweating guys wearing tight white shirts and pants with flared bottoms on them, and those little watchman caps. A lot of tension. A lot of sweaty, tension-filled guys. So, ladies, you can enjoy that.
You're gay.
See, guys, you know, and here's the thing too: is guys couldn't enjoy the male version of that unless the chicks got naked and got into the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Women, I think, could enjoy the guys without having them get into like a panty fight or something. There's no panty raid in the movie. No,
not yet.
You and Harvey Keitel.
We got 4 days.
You don't run into his bunk with a pillow and yell panty
yet.
raid and start beating him over the head. Good. Hey, Matthew, seriously, I don't know what you can do. I'm sure you're.
He wants to be in a movie. Is that what you're going to get? Is that what you're going to go for?
I am this nation's greatest untapped resource. I really am. I'm a huge talent, an amazing talent.
Oh my God!
Almost a phenom, I think it would be.
Right.
And I'm 35-year-old prodigy, if that's possible, Drew. And I have something to say.
And Matthew, when you produce and direct your next film,
yes,
yeah, you'll think of him.
Here's what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm going to be on the big screen. I'm going to be making an impact. And what I'm saying to you is I'm giving you a tip on a stock.
Right.
I'm letting you get in. I'm saying because I like you, I'm going to let you get in early.
Just between you and me.
I'll get you in on the ground floor now.
Okay, man.
That's where the smart money's going.
All right. That being said, let's go on the call.
Because I know how all this works. You have friends. They're in the industry. All you got to do is, tap someone on the shoulder.
You see who produced this film?
Who did produce it?
De Laurentiis.
Oh, there you go. You know Dino, right?
Yes, I do.
There. Next time he does something, you go, I know a guy with big eyebrows who'd be perfect for this role. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
And
I'm getting everything that's not even being said. I hear it.
Sean?
Yeah.
Sean, you're 16.
Uh-huh.
U571.
This is for you.
I'm going to go see that movie. That looks like a very good movie.
There you go. Thank you. What's your question?
Awesome, Matthew McConaughey.
Appreciate it, Sean. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm 16, and this girl I met at the high school lacrosse game about 2 weeks ago, she's 15, and I'm a sophomore in high school. She's a freshman. And anyway, she really liked me, and she gave me her number, and she called me last weekend, and we got together, went to the movies, and then I asked her out like a day after I knew her, just because I felt like things went good. I usually rush into things, and so later that week she's like, this isn't working out. She broke up with me, and last Friday she just called me up out of the blue and was like, I feel like having sex, and I was like, okay, and she's like, I'll be over in 5 minutes, so she comes over.
How old is she?
She's 15.
She came over to your house?
Yes. Her friend drove her over, and I was alone, no one was at home or whatever, and she comes over like 10 minutes later, and she gets in, and I'm a virgin.
Just 1 second. Just picture Sean during that 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
While she's on her way over.
Oh.
I tripped and fell like all over the place.
Being a virgin, yeah. The first thing he did was he pulled the Dick Van Dyke maneuver on the ottoman, rushing for the shower to wash his groin off. Right?
Yeah.
Tell me, did you go for the full shower or just the groinal cleansing?
Yeah, the 30-second shower.
Yeah.
Then jump out and slip on the tub and hit my head on the side.
Yeah, it's great. Probably didn't even feel it. Oh, my God. You're like taking a multivitamin, slapping on Aqua Velva, doing a little karate move in front of the full-length mirror in your towel.
Maybe a little music. Whoa, maybe not.
Think of that phone call. What is that phone call he got?
I don't know. I don't know what's up. She broke up with you, and then she calls you and said she wanted some sex. So anyway,
she's got some stuff going on.
She's coming over.
Yeah, and so she's over here or whatever, and should we go up to my room? And I got to try to as best I could in the 2 seconds I had, get the mood going, lights off, got some crappy slow music on, and she gets in there and she's like, "Well, I only have 10 minutes because I got to go." She's babysitting. She left the house. I'm like, "Okay."
She left what? She what?
She only had 10 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. She left some kids behind?
So you can only do it twice. Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, and so anyway, I've I'm a virgin. I've never really done anything down there, pretty, not that I'm, prude, but,
Right, all right. So cut to the chase.
What happened in the 10 minutes?
Okay, so I've never been down that area before, and it was, the lights were out, and couldn't see a thing, so picture, a virgin, not been down there before, fumbling around, just trying to find where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I couldn't get it in, and I was like, okay, crap, I found it with my finger, and, I tried to put it in. I don't know if there's an angle that was coming from or what, but I couldn't get it in.
You couldn't get the penis in.
Right, and I'm fumbling around for 2 or 3 minutes, and she's going,
You were wrecked?
Yes. And then, 6 minutes later, it's like, oh, crap, I need some help. And she's like, no, do it yourself.
Oh.
And,
oh, really?
Yeah, so, anyway, 6 minutes later, I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm not that hard anymore. And and then 2 minutes later, it's like, okay. And she's like, I got to go. I'm like, what?
All right, so she left.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
so your question is how to kill yourself. I suggest hanging or pills. That'd be mine.
Kind of tie a noose around my penis and
hang it. Yeah, just
hang your penis.
Tie there under.
All right, listen, Sean. It's a tough situation. I don't know how many virgins would have done any better than that.
Totally understandable. And even most guys, I don't know if most is the right number, but many guys on their first outing experience some kind of dysfunction. So, and in the most sort of extraordinary way, in fact.
Let me say this: that first time you said this is your first time, as you said, down there. Doesn't every guy think it's a little higher than it is?
Yeah.
When you first go down and go, oh my goodness, and you get there and you go, oh, did I go one too low? And you go, no.
Yeah, I never knew it. It sort of pointed toward the ground. I figured
I didn't
just
either.
Stood straight out. Yeah. Like what you saw, like
like an Indian drawing on the wall, some sort of primitive man's drawing of the female.
Yeah. I really like a pencil sharpener or something. It's straight in. Not up underneath the desk.
I thought you stood up.
Because
it was horizontal to the ground.
Here's the problem: we didn't have access to hardcore porn growing up. We saw this softcore porn, all these Emmanuel movies and Diary of a English window cleaner and all this nonsense. And whenever they humped, they're like on top of each other. Like my impression of lovemaking was the guy lies on top of the woman and does sort of a push-up maneuver, but flat on her like that. I wasn't thinking about going down and up or in or you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And when you saw the picture like in Playboy, that was really my other another reference source for women is I thought the business end was sort of where the hair was up there at the top.
I thought it was right behind there, just right here looking at you right off the page while she was standing up.
Yeah, that the hair was just sort of a curtain. You just have to get past that.
Prehistoric man would express themselves about sort of displaying what they thought their image of woman was when they draw on the cave walls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It would look about like what you guys
That
expected.
was it, yeah. So the idea that it was sort of tucked up in there was a surprise. I'm still shocked and dismayed. Quite I'm 35, I haven't gotten over it yet. Each new vagina I see, I never get over it.
Keep looking for the real one.
Yeah. That's right. Where's the one I grew up picturing?
But so Sean,
I think my
please,
mom may
you
have
sound
it.
pretty good spirits about this, and she is not somebody you probably want to stay involved with. She got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah,
take your time.
That's true.
Get her to come work on your time.
Somebody you have a relationship with, you can take your time with. That's where it's at.
Yeah, and when the lights out, that's tough too. When you don't know what's going on in there. Frank,
he wants to date
you. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, whatever it takes. Frank,
Yes.
you could do worse, by the way, Matthew. Really, I can work on the house and work on the car. Very handy. And listen, we'll sit around and watch sports all goddamn day, and it'll be we'll take turns getting each other beer, and then we'll go out to strip joints at night. It'll be the greatest date you ever had in your life. Frank.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
All right, so you're 22. Your girlfriend has a foot fetish.
Yeah, it's pretty serious. She's kind of obsessed with feet. I have a problem though. I have a little bit of athlete's foot.
Right.
Why don't you treat that?
Jock foot.
I'm trying.
What are you doing?
Using some Gold Bond.
Oh, please.
I don't know how well that's
What,
working.
that doesn't
oh, my
work?
God. Frank is a LoveLine caller.
What do you mean? Don't you dump Gold Bond?
Gold Bond is like an anesthetic. It's like to help the itching. It doesn't do anything to the problem.
It doesn't kill the fungus?
That's not even the worst part of it.
Oh, no.
My big toe is like cracking down the middle. It's green.
Yeah.
Green?
Well, that's fungus.
Yeah,
that's
bad.
Wait,
What a combination.
All right.
You find the one foot fetishist in America who's female, and she's dating a guy with a chia foot.
Do you like work in boots or something? You like in
Yeah, work in boots.
Yeah.
I always wear socks whenever we make love. Let her go down and suck my toes one time in the dark, of course.
Did she throw up?
Oh, my
no,
God.
All right, here's what you do. You get some Lotrimin AF. You put that on at night. In the morning, after you take your shower, take a handheld hairdryer and dry it in between your toes off till it is bone dry.
Okay.
And try to change your socks regularly, and don't leave your feet for long periods of time in those shoes.
What do you do? You play the role of a cowboy in an all-nude review?
And
or?
keep those lights off till you get the
Yeah, it
killer.
was bad. I think a piece of nail broke off in her mouth.
What do you do? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like he's a leper.
Ah.
What a combo.
One time she did this?
I can't help it, though.
What do you do for a living?
Yeah, you can. I just told you how to help it.
What do you do with those boots?
There are medicines to clear up the toenail, too, if it's really a problem. Because at your age, it should be able to be treated.
What do you do with those boots?
Unless you're diabetic.
I keep them in the garage.
No, but what do you do for a living, goofball?
What do I do for a living?
Yeah.
I'm unemployed.
You're unemployed?
Yeah.
Why do you wear the boots all
Why do you got to
Uh-huh.
put boots on if you're unemployed?
Well, I do miscellaneous jobs, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
Do them in huaraches, okay?
Put some sandals on.
Thongs, get some air between
Yeah,
your toes.
you gotta air it out, everyone. That's for that fungus. It's unlike it's the reason you don't get fungus on the hood of your car, but you get fungus underneath your house, right? I mean, in like damp,
It's dark and
moist,
damp,
dark
yeah.
places. That's where it grows, right? Same theory, right?
It likes wet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Michael.
Hey, what's up?
You're 15.
Yeah.
U571.
I can't wait to see that movie.
All right.
Good answer.
So what's up, Michael?
It happens to be like a couple days ago I started masturbating.
All right.
And I got this like extremely sharp pain in the back of my head.
As you masturbated?
Yeah.
Was
and
there
as I masturbated and in like at the end.
was there any neck stiffness with this?
Was it your mom hitting you with a rolled up newspaper?
Rolling pin.
No.
Any neck stiffness with this?
What?
Did your neck get stiff?
No.
Did it go away right away?
No, it took about like an hour and a half.
Did you feel confused or change your
I
vision?
was extremely dizzy and
All right. It is important that you see a doctor about this. Okay. There can be migraines, but there also can be bleeding into the brain, something called aneurysms, and usually that's described as sort of like a lightning bolt, like the worst headache of one's life, often associated with neck stiffness, and but the weakness and confusion and dizziness, that kind of stuff. That is a sign that you must talk to your doctor like immediately. If it happens again, talk right away. Otherwise, see him or her tomorrow. Okay?
Probably God punishing him for masturbating.
No,
would you say?
no, it's just one of them things.
Don't do this, man. Let this kid sleep tonight. He's gonna
So,
be
Michael,
all right.
talk to your doctor tomorrow about it, okay?
Oh wait, can I make a shout out?
Yeah. Hey, Michael, you should make a shout out to a brain surgeon because you may have hemorrhaging.
Like what can be like the bad things about it? Like what could happen to me?
A lot of things. I don't want to freak you out, but you got to promise me you'll talk to your doctor, okay?
All right. Does he have to tell him he was beaten off?
No. Just tell me is that a terrible headache associated with dizziness.
Well, shouldn't he tell him?
This your first time you just started this?
Well, he said it was his first time, right? Michael?
Yeah.
This was your first time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't like extremely dizziness. It was just a little bit when I started walking.
That's fine. You just got to talk to the doctor about it, right? You've got
Okay.
it's important because.
No, we've had this call before.
Well, the last one we had was a guy who said he was the worst headache of his life, and he had neck stiffness, and I mean that is an aneurysm, and that guy sent to the emergency room right then.
Yeah.
This maybe nothing. There can be headaches after this kind of thing, but the quality, any vision change, any mental status change, any balance change, all that. I mean, this is where the balance centers are, and so if he's dizzy and his headache back there, that's a concern. So.
All right. Matthew, how old were you when you started at yourself?
It was 15.
15.
Yeah, got one of those new shower heads, that's got the jig, 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 jig. Drop
Nice.
soap popped up, hit me in the right spot. I went, whoa, that's a nice spot. And I kind of hung out there for a minute.
Adam had a toothbrush.
I had an electric toothbrush. wasn't even mine. It was my buddy's. He's like, hey, you beating off? No. Here, put this on your penis. You'll be beaten off. I said, all right.
Man. We had a thing where Mom wouldn't let us lock the doors, either to the bedroom or the bathroom.
That's cruel. Oh, Mom. What is she thinking?
She was.
I think I'm going to have a special room set aside.
Wow.
With the special padlocks and hoses and drains in the middle of the room.
I'm going to have a place called the Monkey Cage. Yeah, big drain in the center of the floor, hose bib on the side.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Guatemalan guy and big rubber waders coming in and hosing the place down.
And then a VCR or something. Just
waterproof VCR, one of those yellow VCRs with laminated porn everywhere. I'm telling you, that is
four-dimensional.
One of the most basic inventions that no one has done yet is laminated porn. Porn you can take in the shower.
You should have talked to Larry Flint when he was in here.
I did yell that at that idiot.
Did you?
Yeah, you want to. Larry's in no condition. I'm trying to get hold of him actually right now to do something with him. All right, where the hell? We're going over here? Yeah. All right, I don't know why I thought that changed. Ryan?
Yeah?
You're 16?
Yeah.
What's up?
My girlfriend's allergic to the morning after pills.
What do you mean she's allergic?
She's told me she's allergic to them.
What does that mean, allergic?
I don't know what's throwing up or something.
Okay, well, throwing up is not an allergy. That is a typical side effect of that medication.
Maybe it's from something else.
Well, if it's throwing up, she should ask the doctor for some anti-throw-up medicine at the same time she takes the pill, and try Plan B instead of Prevent. Plan B doesn't cause so much nausea. There is a true allergy to that would be very, very unusual.
Well, see,
and it's not nausea.
No, but listen, people use that pretty loosely, that term allergic to. You put something in your mouth, you throw it up, people say they're allergic to it.
That's not allergic.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because if you vomit whatever you put in your mouth, you got to correct it.
Yeah.
In whatever way, whatever you want to call it. Rebecca?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I don't care what time it is. I saw a 36 double D boob up there. I went right to it. Rebecca?
Yeah.
You're 29.
Yes. First of all, Matthew, I love you.
Hey there, Rebecca.
I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Drew, I have a question. Okay, a while ago I was put on lithium. I was about 130 pounds. I'm 5'10". I gained a lot of weight, 50 pounds. I went up to 200. When I was put on lithium, I was like a 34B. I was really kind of scraggly, no boobs. When I gained when I gained all the weight, I went up to a 36 double D. And then I started working out. And they put me on a medication, Topamax, to, I guess, help me lose the weight, also Wellbutrin. Within another, 3 months or so, I'd lost, 3 to 6 months, I'd lost, the 50 pound, probably, let me think. I lost 50 pounds. I gained 70 pounds first, and then I lost 50 pounds. My boobs have not lost anything.
Huh?
And
really?
I can't stand it.
Let me explain what my penis has been going through for the last 2.5 minutes. It's been like 36 double D. I was on lithium. I put on 75 pounds. The penis starts going down. Then I started working out, started losing the weight, and the penis started to move back up. Again, my penis is completely disoriented and confused at this point. It's not sure.
Your penis needs lithium.
My penis needs lithium. It's had quite
bipolar.
It's had some swings. Yeah,
it's very dysfunctional.
Thank you very much, Drew. My penis is very dysfunctional?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Can I? Yeah.
You want it? I say we'll take a break and then we'll get back. Or is this? Forget it. You're right. Rebecca?
Yeah.
All right, so your boobs are still big, but you're smaller.
Right. I'm trying to talk fast because I know you guys
you haven't done
it. Drag it out.
This happened to me. I got up about 215. My scrotum put on about 15 pounds, and then I lost the weight, and my scrotum was still tremendous.
I don't know what to do with that. And you're still in the Topamax and Wellbutrin, right?
Right.
And no birth control pills or any other hormones, anything of that sort?
Well, I've been on a birth control pill for the last 6 years.
But that didn't start at the time of the lithium.
That
did not start at the time.
No.
All right.
And were you on it?
That's it. Just tell her what to do, Drew.
The Topamax is a new anti-seizure medicine, and it I don't know if it has this kind of effect. It may be the Topamax. That's what Wellbutrin does not typically do this, but.
Go ahead, Matthew.
Well, your breast size, large or small, that seems to be an aesthetic thing. I mean, how about getting that weight leveled out? Are you happy at the weight you're at?
150.
The problem is it's not the whole breast thing. It's the fact that hurting my back. I'm just uncomfortable. I don't really care about.
All right. Well, why don't you try to get down to the 130 you were at when you're the B cup and see what happens? Because the breasts got to go eventually. As much as I hate to say it, they just will. I mean, it's just math. I mean, it's fatty tissue. All right, Rebecca, and take some more
talk to your
pills.
doctor about the Topamax.
All right, Matthew McConaughey is our guest tonight. That is Drew's pager. Who's calling you? Co-Connection?
Co-Connection.
All right. We'll take a little break, and we'll be back after this.
We'll be right back with more.
LoveLine.
How was school today, Rebecca?
We learned what the Earth was like a long time ago, way back in the 1990s.
Oh.
Grandpa, did you ever taste water?
Oh, my, no. By the time I was a boy, water, if you could find it, was pretty much unfit to drink. But I hear tell, long ago, children used to make lemonade with actual tap water and drink it on hot, sunny days.
Really?
Yeah, and sometimes they'd fill balloons with water and toss them at each other and laugh or run through the sprinkler singing and carrying on. And then after a day of playing, their folks would put them in the tub, fill it with water and bubbles and scrub them until they were squeaky clean.
Wow. Why didn't people try to save the water?
Well, I guess they didn't think one person could make a difference.
Thousands of Americans make a difference every day. For example, over 900 million tons of untreated sewage is no longer discharged into our nation's waters. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
Okay, class, this part of the museum is known as the Hall of Trees.
What's a tree?
Large plants that once covered much of the Earth. This is a full-scale model of a maple tree.
What are those green things?
Those were called leaves. They took in sunlight, nourished the tree, expelled oxygen, creating air for people to breathe.
People didn't breathe out of air tanks?
No, then air was everywhere. The sky was blue, even the ocean was blue,
The ocean was blue?
and filled with fish.
What's a fish?
When you protect the Earth, you protect your health and that of your children. We're making progress. There has been a significant improvement. 20 years ago, air pollution in Los Angeles exceeded health standards on 4 out of every 5 days. But we still have a long way to go.
Here's the Hall of Weather. Press that button and you'll hear a rainfall.
Why'd they need rain?
Without rain, a flower couldn't grow.
What's a flower?
One person can make a difference. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
Personally, I'm so sick of hearing about the environment.
I know. What's everyone so worried about?
51 million Americans live in areas where the air is officially classified as unhealthy to breathe.
It's a big world, and it's been here a long time.
Yeah, we're talking years and years and years.
The Center for Disease Control says that 94,000 people get sick every year from contaminated water. 900 of those people die.
It's all in their heads.
It's media hype.
The average American dumps at least 20 pounds of household toxins down the drain every year, most of which ends up in the drinking water supply.
Personally, I drink tap water. I mean, it's not like we're in Bangladesh.
Personally, I feel fine. I mean, I ask you, seriously, who's really getting hurt here?
5.8 million children died last year as a result of unsafe drinking water.
Not me or my kids, right, Billy? Billy? Where are you?
Can one person make a difference? Today, 66% of our rivers and lakes are safe for fishing and swimming, a third more than in 1970. One person can make a difference. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
And now, Vince and Larry, the crash test dummies with a lullaby.
Crumple, crumple, little car. When you crash, it's au revoir.
If on dumb luck you rely, through the windshield they will fly.
Keep your children off the streets. Put your kids in safety seats.
Crumple, crumple, little car. Don't be dummies like we are. Gee, Vince, I'm kind of sleepy now.
Okay, Larry, just crash anywhere.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids' safety belts. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No, thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
depended on it. I went a whole day without it. I was like, whoa.
Matthew McConaughey is our guest tonight. U571 is the name of the movie. Suspense, action, guys sweating, and none of that BS scenes that always happens in sub movies. I'm really glad to hear that. It'll be the first sub movie ever made where there wasn't a scene in it. Eric?
Yeah.
You're 25. What's up?
Hey, I want to talk to you about the movie.
Right on, Eric.
Is this a diesel sub or a nuclear?
No, this is diesel. This is World War II.
Oh, WW2.
So we head out in an S-33 and take over a U and end up in a U-boat.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. I just got done reading a book on submarines, and I guess those diesel boats were pretty dangerous and all.
Would they just blow up on their own sometimes?
Well, no, the guys were basically getting fumigated the whole time from the diesel fumes. And, they got to come up and snorkel every so often and get air, and and if they were under attack, the guys would have to stay down and almost nearly suffocate.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, now with the nuclear ones, they can stay down for months.
You know what? You know what's wild? They can stay down. The reason they have to come back up now is for food and water.
That's it.
Basic elements.
Yeah, they can stay down indefinitely
forever
if
the men can handle it. Yeah.
And God, it's that whole sub thing is weird. I mean, first off, the idea that I remember when the German Wolf Pack was in the shipping lanes and they're taking all these merchant ships down. Imagine this, everybody. Imagine you're in the middle of the Atlantic or the Pacific somewhere. You're going right through these lanes where all these German U-boats are, and you're in some big merchant ship. And how could you sleep on that ship knowing that at 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 12, pitch the black of night, cold as hell, that you're just going to get torpedoed?
It's likely to happen. I mean,
it's likely to happen. Yeah, it wasn't like 1 out of every 20 ships was getting hit. When they were in their prime, less than half were making it through.
That's what the Enigma was about. Is that they knew exactly where we were, and all of our allied freighters as well, and they had us zeroed in. They were sinking 30 ships to the 1 that we were sinking of theirs at this time.
And they were
in 42.
They were at the point, by the way, where they wouldn't even want to waste a torpedo. What they would do is they just pull up in front of these freighters, and they just say, "Hey, everyone into the water," and then they just fire it out of their had a howitzer cannon on the deck. The cannon on because they only had, because you think about it. You leave port, you only have so many torpedoes on board, and you don't want to waste them where you don't have to. Here's some pussy merchant marine ship with a bunch of French guys on it. Hey, Frenchie, jump in the water. We're going to blow the ship up. And that's what they would do. They just shoot it down, and they were sort of civil about it. I mean, there's one thing that's...
but wait a minute. The guys would die in the water. What are you talking about?
No, yeah, but they'd let them get on lifeboats and stuff.
Right.
The one thing that's different about the Mariner stuff, the Navy, is it's old. And there's all of it's old. But what I'm saying is there's a little bit of this spirit of the seaman kind of thing where they'd pick people up or give them a chance to get off and get onto the... Get onto the boat, and then they blow the boat up. Well, you're still floating out in the middle of the Atlantic somewhere with an hour's worth of water on you. Yeah. But at least they didn't shoot you while you're climbing off the side of the ship. You know what I'm saying?
Which eventually they did.
Eventually, they got to it. I'll tell you the freakiest. There's great stories. It's the eeriest thing in the world. Like when the Bismarck sunk the Hood. The Bismarck was that huge German battleship they thought was unsinkable. It sunk a English ship called the Hood. The Hood had 1,485 sailors on it. Yeah. 2 guys lived. Two dudes. I mean, imagine you're on a ship with 1,400 and change, almost 1,500 guys. You're living on that ship with these guys day in and day out, years. All your buddies, whatever. Pow, torpedoed, thing goes in, you and another guy floating in the water. That's it. All 1,478 of the rest of the guys down.
That's a pretty good conversation.
How do you go through life? What do you do? Then you go, what do you do? Work at a shoe store? And
after that,
you know what I mean?
Probably hang out with that dude a little bit. Hand to start a business.
I wonder if they even knew each other before that. Michelle?
Yeah.
You're 21. What's up?
Okay, I just moved in with this girl about 2 weeks ago, and I really didn't know much about her, and I find out that she has herpes, And I was just wondering, how do you get herpes? Because
You have sex with her.
No, I don't. I was
Oh.
just wondering if I could get it from the same toilet or something like that.
Hold on, LoveLine recreation. LoveLine recreation. All right, we don't do enough of these, Drew. Sorry.
Yeah. How do I
you
get
play the role of you.
Yeah.
Matthew, pay attention here because
Okay.
I'm going to play a female in this role.
He's showing
And I want
his
you to see my
acting prowess
range.
here,
I like
yeah.
to see my range on this one.
How do you get herpes?
I just moved in with a roommate, and she has herpes, and I want to know how do I get herpes?
You have sex with her.
No, I'm not. I want to know if I can get it from the toilet seat. Michelle?
Yeah.
All right. So
Hey, that was pretty good.
Drew's,
You
thank
said
you. That's right. You
Look at
tell
the versatility
tell
we're
that
talking about.
tell that to Dino.
I'm glad. I mean, all right, yeah.
All right. So Drew's allegations aside, you're not actually having sex with her.
No, because I barely know her, and I just moved in with
I
her.
see. All right. So you're going to give it a couple weeks before you guys actually have a lesbian relationship.
No, I'm straight.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, look, you actually can get it, and all kidding aside, you really can't get it from toilet seats, but you can get it from wet towels, okay?
If I use her towels?
Yeah, towels could do it. I mean, if she's rubbing her genitalia with the towels, and then, and then you touch them to your genitalia.
If she's using your pillowcase for a crotch chamois.
It'd be a very, very unusual way to get it. It really is something people get by having sex.
I've never heard of the crotch chamois, but if someone advertised it late enough and I was stoned
you'd
enough,
buy it.
Put me down. Yeah. Here's you know what's funny on those infomercials. I was just thinking about this because someone's asked me about the Wonder Mop I bought when I was stoned a year and a half ago for like $45.
What's the Wonder Mop?
Well, it's a mop. You wonder how stoned you were when you bought it. Is basically
those
when
mops that pull
when
in
it
a little
shows up.
tube?
No, it was a mop that I should have never
these
bought
things.
the
That's what
goddamn thing. It
with
was
a
like
squeegee on the top.
they filmed it at the SeaWorld. Shamu like jumped and splashed a bunch of water. The mop took the whole thing up.
Well, what sense did it make at the time though? Because when it was genius,
It made
was
a ton
a genius
of sense.
thing to
Ton
buy
of sense
time,
at
right?
4 a.m. Yeah, I thought it was king of the world. But the point is whenever they throw in another one of the exact same thing for no extra cost, it probably means the first one ain't that great. I mean, if you really think about it, like if you're buying a car and you're about out the door of the thing, and the guy says, "Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm going to toss in another one." Same thing, another one. You'd have to worry just a little bit about the quality of the first one.
They always remind you that even though one of them is really worth 4 times as much as they're offering for 2,
we're gonna throw, but we're still gonna throw the second one in. And I like when they go. If you call in the next hour, we're gonna do this. And
How about the ticker? The ticker. How many we got left?
Yeah, it's all like I said. When you're stoned, it all makes sense. All right, we're gonna take ourselves a little break. Matthew McConaughey is our guest, and we'll be back after this.
LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Back in a minute.
Well, it's worth hearing.
These are the sounds of today's kids. And these are the voices of today's kids.
Don't underestimate me. I can work harder in school.
Give me a problem that's hard to solve.
Give me tougher work. Give me tougher books. When I solve a tough problem, I'm on top of the world.
Surprised? Don't be. 74% of kids say school should only pass them to the next grade when they've learned what's expected of them.
I'm not afraid to fail.
If I make a mistake, I'll do better next time.
75% of kids say they'd study harder if their schools gave them tougher tests. The fact is, almost all kids want to be challenged in school. So listen to the voices of kids today.
Challenge me.
Challenge me. Challenge me.
Do your part. Support higher academic achievement in your state and challenge our schools to challenge our kids. For a free booklet, call 1-800-38-BE-SMART. A message from the Ad Council and the Education Excellence Partnership.
Taking all that work home?
No, this is my own stuff. I've got a date with a financial planner.
You're only 25. Why are you planning for retirement already?
Hey, I want to be able to choose when I retire and know that I'll be financially secure when I do.
I've heard lots of people call themselves financial planners, but aren't they really trying to get you to invest in their favorite fund? Like they're selling size 20 shoes so everyone gets a hello Bigfoot.
Half this stuff is my bank statements, company insurance policies, tax returns. The planner's going to know a lot about me before recommending anything. The rest is background information I've collected on her and 2 other planners. If she passes tonight's round, she gets my papers.
Securing your financial future is important. You have a right to expect financial advice that's competent, ethical, and based on your needs. To verify that a planner is certified, call toll-free 888-CFP-MARK. A public service of the Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards.
Hey, driving fans! It may have happened to you. You may have heard the roar of the rumble strips, the blast of car and truck horns, and the heart-pounding fear of a near miss. Avoid all the dangerous crash action that comes with falling asleep at the wheel. Experience the amazing power nap. You've never seen power like this before. The Power Nap. Find out what the professional drivers have been doing for years. The Power Nap gives you the energy you need for the road ahead, and it's free. Whether you're driving to the shore with your family, to another city to meet a client, to school across the state, or anywhere there's action. The Power Nap is your ticket to revitalization. Experience the Power Nap at a rest stop near you. Just pull in, find a safe, well-lighted spot to park, turn off the key, and close your eyes. In just 20 to 30 minutes, you'll have the energy you need to drive safely for miles. So don't push it, park it, and feel the power of the Power Nap. A wake-up call to all drivers from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Association.
It's nearly 6 a.m. and we're at a rest. Have you ever heard of circadian rhythms?
It's like a Latin band, right?
Not quite. Do you know what circadian rhythms are?
It's when the stars all align and their energy creates...
No. How about you, sir? Huh? Circadian rhythms. Exactly. Circadian rhythms tell your body when it should be sleeping as well as when it should be awake. Huh? Circadian rhythms are part of our body's internal controls, a kind of built-in clock that tells us when to wake up and when to go to sleep each day. Imagine the danger that comes when we try to drive when our body thinks we should be sleeping, especially at night, early morning, and for many people, mid-afternoon. You really should try to avoid driving during your body's downtimes. If you have to drive when you'd normally be sleeping and you find yourself getting drowsy, stop for a refreshing 20 to 30-minute nap. Now what would you say when I say circadian rhythms?
I'd say don't push it, park it.
Right.
A wake-up call from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Associations.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No, thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.